Every time life gets hard, you fold. Not because you're weak, not because you're incapable, but because the second something stands in your way, you let it decide for you. You don't fail the goal. You don't even try long enough to fail. You see the obstacle and you reroute your entire life around it. And that right there is why nothing changes. You say you want more, you say you want a better life, more confidence, more money, more freedom, more control. But the moment the path asks something uncomfortable from you, you hesitate, you overthink, and you back out. And then you tell yourself a story to justify it. Maybe it's not for me. Maybe this isn't the right time. I'll come back to it later. No, you let the obstacle decide your direction. Because think about it. You want to become something, whatever it is, a lawyer, a creator, a businessman, a confident person, a better version of yourself. But then someone tells you what it actually takes. You're going to have to pass multiple exams. You're going to have to put yourself out there. You're going to have to deal with rejection. You're going to have to fail more than once. And right there, everything shifts. Your energy drops. Your confidence drops. Your excitement turns into hesitation. Not because the goal changed, but because you see the price attached to it. And most people don't walk away from the goal. They walk away from the cost. That's the truth. But here's the part people don't want to hear. There is no path without obstacles. None. Every single path you take in life is going to challenge you. Some hit early, some hit you later, some hit your confidence, some hit your patience, some hit your discipline, some hit your ego, but all of them will test you. So if your pattern is obstacle shows up, you leave, you pick a new path, you're not avoiding difficulty, you're building a habit of quitting at the exact point growth begins. And that's why you feel stuck, because you keep reaching the door and then walking away before you open it, over and over again. Different goals, same outcome, because the moment things stop being easy, you disappear. This is what self-sabotage actually looks like. It's not always obvious. It's not always you saying, I'm not good enough. It's constantly you choosing paths that feel safer, instead of the ones that require something from you. You want to be more social, but that means awkward conversations. That means rejection. That means not knowing what to say sometimes. So you don't do it. You want to start the channel, but that means being seen. That means judgment. That means your first videos might not be good, so you delay it. You want the career, but that means pressure. That means tests. That means proving yourself, so you reconsider. Do you see the pattern? It's not that you don't want the life. It's that you don't want what comes with it. And that's where everything changes. Because the moment you understand this, you stop asking, how do I avoid obstacles? And you start asking, how do I become someone who can move through them? That's the shift, because discomfort does not mean stop. Fear does not mean wrong path. Nervousness does not mean you're not built for it. A lot of the time, it just means you're stepping into something bigger than your current self. There's a difference between this isn't for me and this is forcing me to grow. And most people never learn how to tell the difference. They just feel discomfort and immediately retreat. But think about this logically. There are people who have done what you want to do. People who aren't perfect, people who weren't naturally gifted, people who failed, people who struggled, and they still got there. So what does that tell you? It's not that the obstacle is impossible, it's that your relationship to it is weak. And that's not an insult. That's something you can build. Because the obstacle is not there to block you. It's there to shape you. It's the price of entry. You want to pass the test? Then struggling with studying is part of it. You want to be more confident? Then awkward interactions are part of it. You want to build something? Then uncertainty is part of it. You want to level up? Then discomfort is part of it. You don't get to skip that. Nobody does. So instead of saying, damn, I don't want to deal with this, you start saying, all right, this comes with it. That one shift changes everything. Because now you're not surprised anymore. Now you're not thrown off. Now you're not constantly questioning your direction every time something gets hard. You stay, you move, you adjust, and you learn. And most importantly, you stop handing control over to fear. Because fear will always speak. It will always tell you, don't do it. Play it safe. Avoid this. This might go wrong. That voice doesn't go away. But it doesn't get to decide. That's the difference. And once you stop letting obstacles choose your direction, you finally start making real progress. Because now, you don't leave at resistance. You push through it. You don't restart every time it gets uncomfortable. You stay long enough to grow. You don't keep circling your potential. You start stepping into it. If you keep letting obstacles decide your direction, you will keep living a smaller version of your life. Not because you couldn't do more, because you kept walking away the moment it asked. So, what do you actually do when the obstacle shows up? Because this is where most people lose. Not because the goal is impossible, but because they don't know how to respond in the moment. Number one, stop the automatic reaction. Right now, your default is obstacle, means backing out, means rethink everything. You need to interrupt that. The moment you feel discomfort, hesitation, or fear, whatever it is, pause and don't make a decision in that emotional state. Because every time you do, you choose the easier path. Number two, call it out for what it is. Say it directly in your head. This is the part where most people quit. That line alone creates awareness. Now you're not confused anymore. You know exactly what moment you're in. Number three, replace the question. Most people ask, do I want to deal with this? That question will always lead to avoidance. Replace it with, what's the next move? Not the full plan, not how you're going to figure everything out, just the next step forward. Number four, shrink it immediately. The reason you feel overwhelmed is because you're looking at the whole obstacle. You don't need to solve everything. You need one rep. Not pass all the exams, just study for 30 minutes. Not become confident, just start one conversation. Not build the whole thing, just take one action today. That's it. Number five, track attempts, not perfection. This is where people sabotage themselves. You do something and then you go, I stuttered. That wasn't perfect. I could have done better. Stop. New rule. Did you show up? Yes or no? If yes, that's a win. Because repetition is what builds skill, not perfection. Number six, don't change direction in discomfort. This is critical. Do not make life decisions when you're in fear, stress, or doubt. That's when you're most likely to quit something you actually want. Rule. Stay on the path while it's uncomfortable. Only reassess when you're calm. Number seven, expect obstacles before they happen. Before you even start something, tell yourself at some point this is going to get uncomfortable. Now, when it happens, you're not surprised, you don't panic, and you recognize it. If you can just do this, pause, recognize the moment, take one step forward, you stop letting obstacles control your life. And that's when things actually start moving. So the next time something gets hard, don't panic. Don't overthink. Don't redirect your whole life. Just recognize it for what it is, part of the contract, and keep moving. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys really do enjoy the video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to this channel for more content. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great day.